Yo, what's up everyone, and welcome to another collection video with your big boy buddy Gore. That's right, and I'm here to show you something I've never shown before. That's right, it's my PSVR collection. What do you think I was doing? Calm down, all right? Calm down, all right? This is a kid's show. Anyway, if you're a kid and you're watching this, you shouldn't watch this. Anyway, so there's nobody else here. I have a bunch. Nobody interacts with me. Come on. I have a lot of PSVR games, and if you don't know, the PSVR 2 is coming. It's coming in like 2.5 weeks. I have yet to pre-order it because I'm waiting and hoping, fingers crossed, that GameStop or Best Buy even has pre-orders. You can pre-order it from the PlayStation Store, the online store, and most likely you'll get it like maybe a little late, but you'll get it. You can pre-order it still, so it's available, but it's just like one of those things where I'm like, I don't want to use, well, first of all, you can't use PayPal, so I have to put money from my PayPal into my bank, and that means losing some money from transferring it, so that sucks. And second of all, I have GameStop gift cards, and I have Best Buy gift cards, and also I want to get it when it comes out, which if I pre-order at GameStop, most likely I will be able to. Same thing with Best Buy, where here, I'm not. So it's one of those things I'm waiting. It's going to sell out. I know it will, but there's not too many games coming out day one. I do want to play Resident Evil Village, though. I really want to play that in VR. That's the seller right there. That sold me on getting it day one. Anyway, it's a little expensive, but I think it's going to be good. And Horizon looks good, too. So anyway, let's get to it. PSVR collection. I could have sworn I had like closer to like a complete collection. Then I looked at my collection. I was like, there's no way. There has to be way more physical games than this. I mean, this is a lot of games. 2 big stacks. I'm not showing them to you yet, but yeah, 2 big stacks. But I could have sworn I had more. But I swear I looked up recently, and I was pretty close. I think I was like maybe like 7 or 8 away from completing it. But I could be wrong. That website I was using, I don't think took a couple games in consideration, like some Peggy released physical games, and also maybe some Limit Run stuff. So let's get to it. Let's start off strong. We got the Persona 3 and 5 Dancing and Moonlight and Starlight combo pack. That's 2 games technically, because I had these separately and I sold them because I wanted to get this double pack instead. So that's nice. Comes with both of them right there, of course. I don't know why I'm showing this. Here's the first game, and I think the other game's underneath it because they have no taste. They just shove both on top of each other. It's a Blu-ray, so I guess it's fine. It's a nice package too. So I have yet to play Persona 3 period, so I'm going to wait. And I never finished Persona 5. So these are games I'm going to play after I finally finish Persona 3. Well, start Persona 3 and then finish Persona 5. Anyway, next, this one is technically it doesn't even say it's a PSVR game, but I know it definitely has a PSVR mode, so I'm counting it. That's Dreams. Got that, even though I have this digitally. Picked it up. It was $9, but I think it was also half off, so I got it for like less than $5. So had to get that. Of course, I got this because I thought, well, first of all, I actually do want to try this out. I would have hoped that the PSVR 2 would have some fucking backwards compatibility, but no. But I got this because it was a GameStop exclusive. I was worried that it's going to be rare, but now it's like a game you get for fucking $2 at GameStop. And that is Doom 3 VR edition. Sorry, that's the other game. I want to, because you're going to get a lot of reflection there. Let me just make my monitor darker. So, yeah, there you go. It's better. Anyway, Doom 3. I have some music playing in the background too. Let me know how it sounds. It shouldn't be too loud. Just something so it's not just my dull-ass fucking voice the entire time. Anyway, so it's still sealed. I've heard this is actually not a bad little port. Doom 3 is a great game, and it has aim controller support. I do have the aim controller, by the way. Shit, I should have brought that. I should have brought my PSVR also, just to show it, but I didn't. So anyway, next, a couple other sealed games here. I got these because I had a feeling these would be kind of hard to get, and they were like $20 at Best Buy. And that is The Walking Dead Onslaught Deluxe Edition. This one, I don't know if it's too hard to get, but nobody talks about this game. This is the one based more on the show than, just the comic or just the brand itself. Obviously, Rick and Daryl are there. I don't know if you can see. I'm using an iPhone 11, so the camera quality is not very good. Here, actually, let me turn my... There you go. Turn it up a little bit. Anyway, and then, of course, I got The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, the Deluxe Edition, or I'm sorry, Complete Edition. which the second one is coming out. I guess it's not coming out with the PSVR 2 now. It was supposed to be a launch title, but I think it got delayed. At least I think someone told me that recently, so that sucks. But anyway, sealed, keep it in the collection. Next is a game called Golem, which I've actually heard good things about this one, so I might want to try that out in the future. I've been wanting to play some PSVR games, just, you know, one last hoorah, but it's supposed to come with like an extra thing or something that was used at GameStop. So next, I heard this is a piece of shit. This came out the same time as Wolfenstein Youngblood, I think it was called, which is not, it was not a good time for Wolfenstein. Anyway, this is Wolfenstein Cyber Pilot. I've heard this is terrible. Had to get it though. Love Wolfenstein. Love 1 and 2. I know a lot of people don't like 2, but I thought it was great. I love Wolfenstein in general. Return to Castle Wolfenstein. That fucking weird ass kick, so good. Ow, ow, my hand. Anyway, so next, speaking of things I love, I don't care what anybody says. Gungrave, baby. That's all right. Gungrave. No, not Gung Rave. It's Gungrave. Gungrave VR, excuse me. I heard this is a terrible. I think it's a port of the original, right? No, it's 2 complete games in one package. I guess 2 VR games. I don't know, whatever. It says right there. I actually really scraped my fucking hand. Can't see it, but it's there. Heard this is terrible, but again, love Gungrave. I want to get it. This game I really want to play. You do not need to have a PSVR to play it, but I've heard really good things about it. This is a VR mode included game. And that is Concrete Genie. Heard great things about that. Really want to try it out in the future. Yeah, there you go. Next, this is something I really want to play because I loved Astro's Playroom. Or was that what it was called on PS5? Astro's Play... No, that was Playroom was the PS4 thing. Astro's play with me or whatever. Anyway, Astrobot Rescue Mission. Heard fantastic things about this game. I want to say they actually made a non-VR mode for this game. So if you don't have VR, I think you can still play this now. I could be wrong. I thought I heard that. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Anyway. The Inpatient from the guys that make, of course, the Dark Pictures and Until Dawn and The Quarry. Supermassive, right? Oh, it says right there. I was looking at it the entire time. I heard this one's not very good. I keep hearing this is like their weakest game. So, weakest game when it comes to those type of games, I should say. Because I think they made other games that weren't that great. Next is Firewall 0 Hour. I played this game for like an hour, and I actually really enjoyed it. Didn't really get too much further. Oh, the aim controller works really well with this game. Even though there was a lot of times where I was holding the aim controller like it was just a pistol, even though it's like shaped like a almost like a machine gun or a rifle. Still a lot of fun. So there you go. Next, PlayStation VR Worlds. I got this when the game came out. Played it. Quickly realized that it wasn't worth keeping, so I sold it. And then I rebought it when it was like super cheap. I think Best Buy was selling these for like fucking nothing. So VR World had to get it for like a few bucks. Decent deal, especially if you got it for free. The London Heist itself was really cool. So, and of course they made that into a full game kind of later on, which is probably one of the best VR games I've played. We'll get to that. Next is Zone of the Enders Second Runner, which I've never played, but I love Zone of the Enders. So 1 and 2 were great games. Short, but very great games. I want to say I got like... I played Zone of the Enders 1 like a few years ago on the 360 compilation that comes with 1 and 2. And I want to say like I got all the way to the end, and I don't know why I stopped, but I got to the end of the game in like 3 hours. I was like, whoa, because I remember the ending. I was like, whoa, this is like the end of the game. And I looked up to make sure. I was like, yeah, I had like 30 minutes left. I don't know why I didn't go back and finish it. I mean, I guess it's because I remembered and whatever. Anyway, Zone of the Enders. This is the second game in VR. Bravo Team. This is a game that came packed with the PlayStation aim controller. I heard this is not very good. Never played it. Killing Floor double feature, baby. I actually don't know if this is supposed to be good or not. I know it comes with Killing Floor 2. It says right there. But it also comes with Incursion. So that's cool. So you get 2 games. You get one that's not VR and one that is. I don't know why it says PlayStation VR game, though. It should say mode, technically, because one of them you do not need VR. It seems like maybe you don't play it in VR, period. Could be wrong. Anyway, Incursion. Well, I guess it's kind of cool. You get a free game in a way. I've actually heard great things about this, which is surprising. I thought this would suck, especially with this awful box art. And that is Paranormal Activity Lost Soul. I've heard great things about this one, so I won't play it because I'm a gigantic pussy. But I've heard good things. So, hey, congratulations. You're good. Here's Doom VFR. There you go. Got this for $4 recently, which they fucked up. They actually priced it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it says Doom 3 VR edition. I got that from GameStop for a good price. This one was something I've been wanting in my collection for a little while, and I got it recently. This is actually the most recent VR game I got, and that is Sorrento VR, which is like a ninja game. I've heard it's actually kind of cool, and now I have it. It's mine, and you can't take it from me. You can try, but I will get your ass. Anyway. Next is, well, this one, I actually forgot this was a Peggy box. I got this from GameStop, by the way, online. So I was like, weirded out when I got this as a Peggy game. I think the disc itself is Peggy. Yeah, I mean, it'll work on a PS4 anyway, but whatever. That's Robinson the Journey. I remember this is a game I almost bought when it first came out, because I think it was a couple months after the PSVR came out. I remember being on the line getting the PSVR. Like, I waited like a few hours because I didn't pre-order it. So I had to wait outside of a GameStop for a few hours. And I remember talking to some older gentleman who looked like he was probably in his 50s. And he just kept talking about how amazing this game looked. So, shout out to that guy. I don't know where you are. Wherever you are. He's not, I don't think I assume he's not dead. I don't even know if he was 50. I'm just going to show these three all together. These are the VR demo discs, which is kind of cool. These are kind of cool things to add to your collection. So a bunch of demos. Of course, some games that are only digital, you get demos for. Yeah, just in case you want to see what games are on them. Here you go. That's the demo disc 2, demo disc 1. I don't know if you can read that. Demo disc 3. Kind of cool. I like that. I like it. I got demo disc 1 with my PSVR. But I think make another stack. I think the other two came with the VR later, or you had to buy it. I have no idea. I bought them on eBay, but I don't know where you had to get it before. I'm assuming they were just updated versions of the PSVR. I don't know. Anyway, Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of my favorite games. It might be my favorite game that I played on PSVR. Loved it. I thought it was great, and I can't wait for the Dark Pictures one, which I also think got delayed, which kind of sucks because I was really excited for that one. Yeah, I really like that. It's just a simple twin stick. I mean, not twin stick. It's a oh my god, railgun shooter, and it's a lot of fun. Next is the Angry Birds 2 movie, of course. Or sorry, the Angry Birds movie 2, I guess. Under Pressure VR. I'm sure this is very good. I'm sure it's amazing. Just like the movie. Hey, if you look on Rotten Tomatoes right now, at the highest rated video game movie of all time, this is technically the highest rated video game movie. Movie, mind you, not show. And obviously The Last of Us and Arcane and Castlevania and even like that Dota show is better, but still, whatever. Next, this is actually this might no, I got this before. I got this during Black Friday, I think. Anyway, this is After the Fall Frontrunner edition. So yeah, this isn't my most recent game, so that's good to know. So I was right about Sorrento because I got that for Christmas. So After the Fall, I think this is also coming to PSVR 2. I wish they would make it so that if you had the disc, somehow you can get a digital copy of it. Maybe they will. It's kind of shitty. I just got this and now. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know. All right, back. Sorry, I had to pause it real quick. So let's continue. We're actually on to the next stack. So that was like the... Next is Space Junkies, which I'm not 100% sure if this is an original game. Like, I bought it. It was $9 on Amazon, or not Amazon, eBay. I'm not sure because this is a Peggy game, and this looks very familiar. It looks like another game I think I have, and I've never heard of this game before. So I'm thinking maybe this was a game that had a different title in Europe, but I'm not sure. I never really looked that up. Maybe not, actually. Maybe it's just a game I never heard of. Anyway, whatever. I saw it for $9. I was like, I don't have that. I don't really want to collect all the Peggy games. So I was like, $9. Fuck it. And it's a VR. I'm sorry. It's an online only game too. So that probably means it doesn't work anymore. But still, it's nice to have, I guess. This game. Home Sweet Home. This game is fucking terrifying. I played this game. I want to say I played this game. Hold on. I forgot to bring... There you go, so you can see better. I want to say I played this game on Xbox or something. I think I did a video for it too. I vaguely remember doing a video for it. It was not VR when I played it. And this isn't VR only. It has a VR mode, meaning you play it in VR or not. But yeah, so that's a good one right there. If you like to shit your pants. So there you go. Next is The Persistence, which is a game I keep hearing really good things about. It's on Switch now. It's on PS5. Like it's been making the rounds, you know, when it comes to like ports and stuff. Like it was a VR game first, and then it became a not VR game, and then it became a next gen game, then it became a Switch game, and like it just keeps going everywhere. But anyway, this game I hear good things about it. It's like a roguelike like horror game. You know, every run is different. It's kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, there you go. The Persistence. This one I could not remember if I had for the longest time. All right, it's stuck. Thanks. Freaking sticker was stuck on this one. Jesus. Tetris Effect. I forgot I had this on PSVR. I could not remember if I had it or not. I do have it, just in case you were worried. This is also one that includes a mode. I hope with the new one coming out that if you put the disc in, you get like at least a discount or something. I'm going to assume no, you're going to have to buy it again, which fucking sucks balls, but whatever. That's how much it sucks. It sucks so much balls I had to say it like that. Oh my God, Jesus, are you kidding me? Good Lord. What's wrong with you? All right, next is Operation Warcade, which is a game actually that looks kind of fun. It's just like a shooter. You go boo, you shoot them. But yeah, it looks like a kind of like a. It even looks like it's trying to be like an old classic like arcade shooter, except in VR. So that's kind of cool. It has aim controller support. Might give this one a go. Might give this one a whirl. Anyway, there you go. Next is Star Trek Bridge Crew, which is a game, obviously, I have sealed still. I think I've had this sealed since it came out. I think I got it for like a good deal. I was like, cool, can't wait to play it, and I never did. Not the biggest Star Trek guy, to be fair, but I've heard good things about this one. So I think this is also on like Vive and shit. I think I would assume it's on other consoles or other VR platforms. Next is Iron Man VR. I would like to say, is this the last big PSVR game that came out? I want to say that's true. This came out, what, like 2 years ago? 3 years ago, maybe? 2020, 3 years ago. Okay. So, wow, it came out a couple months before Avengers came out. Well, I think this one got better reviews. I've heard good things about it. I would like to see this become a PSVR 2 game. That'd be nice, because I don't want to, obviously. I do want to hook up my PSVR again, but I don't really want to play this in PSVR. You know what I mean? I've heard it's not great. I heard it's good, but I heard it's not great. And I have a feeling that one's going to give me some fucking motion sickness. Anyway, you flying around and shit. Next is Everybody's Golf VR. I love Hot Shots Golf. That's pretty much what this is. Never played this VR one. Hear that shit? That's always fun. But sealed. There you go. I've heard good things about Everybody's Golf. I never really played that one, but I love Hot Shots Golf. And again, that's pretty much what that is. This one is the game I was thinking of. Yeah, this is a completely different game. This is also Ubisoft, though, right? Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, Starblood Arena. This is the one I thought maybe was a space... What the fuck was it called? Space Raiders? Whatever it's called. But no, this is like a spaceship game, so it's completely different. So yeah, that's its own game. My mistake. I'm all confused. Sorry. Anyway, so Starblood Arena is definitely an online-only game that definitely does not work anymore. I'm pretty sure the servers got shut down a long time ago, but it's kind of cool. Oh, I guess no. There is a single player. There's a single player. You can play single player. So this one you can still play. But heard not great things about it. So I remember they showed that at the Sony press conference, like back when VR was new. You know, when they were still like going like, yeah, VR, right? Which they're doing again now, but like, I feel like the VR 2 is not getting enough promotion though. Am I wrong? PSVR 2 is like, it's sneaking up. It's pretty much like a brand new console. We got a bunch of fucking new games. I mean, some of them are not that new, but you know, I feel like it's really coming out of nowhere. I don't know. Anyway. This one I just added in there because it has a VR mode now, so it kind of counts. No Man's Sky, of course. Okay, gotta put that in there. Next is Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin, which I still need to play too. But, oh, it includes a voucher for the classic original game. Look at that. So, wait, did it come with it? I'm sure it doesn't work anymore, but it's cool that the paper's in there at least. Anyway, I heard not the best things about this, but it was really cool to see Psychonauts back. But even before Psychonauts 2 came out, like, this snuck up on me. I remember seeing this on store shelves going like, wait, what? It's like, I knew there was a VR game coming out. I didn't know it was fucking out already at that point. I think it might have already been out for a little while. So that really surprised me. But I haven't played it yet. I haven't finished Psychonauts 2. And that game's amazing from what I played. Played like maybe 4 or 5 hours of it. Anyway, next is Loading Human Chapter 1. This is like one of those weird launch games that like, I was like, what the hell is this game? It looks interesting. It's very narrative focused, very weird. Did a full playthrough for it on my YouTube channel. Very strange game, very strange. I didn't hate it though. And Fall in Love. Yeah, this game is odd, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was an interesting little jaunt, I guess. People say jaunt. Anyway, this is another one with a VR mode now. It doesn't say VR mode, but there is one. Trust me. Wipeout Omega Collection, which I love Wipeout. So I might actually have to like pop this in and play a little bit of Wipeout soon, because Wipeout is great. And we don't get too many games like this anymore. You know, we do, but they're never popular. Like, we need a new Wipeout. We need a new F-Zero. Come on, get to it. Get to it, Sony and Nintendo. What are you doing? Next is Werewolves Within. This is the game that surprisingly Ubisoft decided this needs to be turned into a movie. Yeah, they made this into a movie. Did you realize that? This PSVR game, that's pretty much just the werewolf game where, you know, someone's a werewolf, you have to figure out who it is. They turned it into a video game, that game, and then they turned it into a movie. I don't know why either, but I heard the movie's great. So technically, I said it earlier, but technically that is the highest rated video game adaptation on Rotten Tomatoes, because that has like 87%. Very loosely based, I would assume, but very loosely, even more loose than like shit like fucking Need for Speed and stuff. At least Need for Speed has the cars. I guess there's a werewolf, I assume, in Werewolves Within. But like, I mean, that's a very, very, what's the word? I'm like, tenuous? Is it tenuous? That sounds right. It's a very, very connection small. Anyway, there you go. That's what I'm trying to say. This one is Apex Construct. What did you think I was going to say? Legends? Are you stupid? Don't know much about this game, but it actually looks kind of cool. You have a bow and arrow, which is always awesome. Yeah, everything was like $5 at PSVR at GameStop. So I was like, certainly I'll buy that. What the hell? We're getting close to the end. Drive Club VR. Remember Drive Club? Yeah, that was a hit. I remember this game coming out on PSVR and fucking blowing everyone's minds. Not because it was good, but because it looked so fucking terrible. I remember, did anybody remember the graphics of this game? I played the demo and I was blown away. I was like, this look, even through all the, you know, the low quality, whatever, you know, the visor, because the headset's not the best. You could tell the game looks like shit. You could tell it looks awful. Like, they had to really cut some corners with this one for some reason. But anyway, yeah, it looks really bad. It looks like maybe like a low-end PS3 game. Like, maybe. That's me giving it maybe too much credit. Same day that came out, Batman Arkham VR came out, which was actually a very good looking game. And you know what? I really enjoyed it. $20, maybe a little bit too much considering it's like an hour and a half long. But if you can get this game for like $10 and you have a PSVR and you never played it, it's a good time. Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. Play it again if you want. I don't know. It's really cool. You be the Batman. Be the Batman. They said that for every fucking Batman game out there now. All right, this one's kind of weird because I would normally not buy a game like this for my collection, but it had a PSVR mode, and I was like, I need to include it into my collection. And that is Moto Racer 4. So I'm sure that's not gonna make you fucking want to vom everywhere. But I'm going to assume it's going to be in first person, and you're like going uphill, you know, shit like that. Anyway, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim VR edition, had to get that. They never made a Fallout 4 physical. They also didn't do a Borderlands 2 physical one. I'm just thinking of all the weird games that got a VR update later on. This one actually is not that bad at all, but, you know, how many times ago released Skyrim? I mean, I guess this one came out like, what, 4 or 5 years ago at this point? 2017, really? Oh, wow, that's even longer. Wow, it was like a year after the PSVR came out? I thought this was like a couple years later. Huh, yeah. All right. Got to that quick. Trover Saves the Universe. Still need to play this game, even if, well, created by Justin. Can we just remove? Can someone edit that out for me? Someone edit it out. I've heard this is actually legitimately funny though, so I still need to play it, even though Justin Roiland is canceled, obviously. But yeah. Eve Valkyrie. I actually have this game digitally, so Best Buy was selling copies of this for like dirt cheap, so I was like, fuck it, let me get it. And I got it. It's mine. Just for physical. But I played a little bit of this game. It was actually kind of cool. But I'm not really an Eve person. So it just was like one of those things where I played a little bit of it. I was like, that's cool. I remember getting a digital copy of this game before it came out on Amazon for like dirt cheap. I don't know why they fucked up and put the price for super low. So I think it was like $10, even though it's like a $60 game. So that was cool. Anyway, I got that. Next is Battlezone. All of these are loose. Oh, this one's like stuck. Oh, there it goes. It's loose. This one's loose too. PlayStation, fix your fucking cases. Holy shit. Anyway, Battlezone. This is a tank game. And oh, it's Rebellion that made this? Oh shit, I didn't even realize that. You guys that do Sniper Ghost Warrior and oh no, I'm sorry, Sniper Elite. And also one of my favorite games ever, Rogue Warrior. One of the worst games ever, but I love it. It's also one of my favorite games ever. If you played that game, you probably understand why it would be. But Battlezone, tank game, kind of like, you know, like a combat or like a, I don't know, Forsaken. I guess that was more like like a flying jet or whatever, or a flying tank, whatever. Riggs, guess what? Fuck you. Anyway, so Riggs, this is a game you cannot play anymore. I think you might be able to play some single player stuff, but online you cannot play. I played maybe an hour of this. There was a VR game, or VR, I'm sorry, VR. It's a VR game. There was a VR demo for this game, and I actually liked it to the point where I wanted to get it and never did. And Best Buy, I got a lot of these games from Best Buy when they were just trying to dump all their VR shit out there. I got this for like $6-7, so add it to the collection. That's probably why they're also all loose. They all came from Best Buy. Maybe it's Best Buy's fault. I didn't even think about that. No, it's the cases. They suck. But this one's not loose. Weird. Anyway, this is The Invisible Hours, which I've heard is a really legitimately good mystery game. You don't need PSV VR with this one, I don't think, anymore. It says it's a VR game, but I think there's a mode that makes it say you don't need to play it VR. I could be wrong. I could have sworn I heard that. Because I think this is on, like, Switch, I think, or something like that. Or I think this is on Xbox. It's on something where there's no VR, so you gotta be able to play it somehow. But I've heard that's actually a legitimately good game. This one, of course, came with the aim controller, just like the Breach game did. Was it called Breach? No, Bravo Team. I'm thinking of a different game. Farpoint. I played like maybe 2-3 hours of this game. Really enjoyed it. Didn't really feel the need to continue it. It seemed like it had a kind of interesting story, but it gave me a little bit of motion sickness, but it was really cool from what I played. So, you know, I really only bought the thing for the aim controller, the bundle for the aim controller. But Farpoint was cool, so it was a cool little bundle game if you wanted the aim controller. Next is Duracine, which is, of course, from Software. From Software. I remember when they revealed this game after, I think it was the 2018 PlayStation Direct or whatever, the E3 thing, and people were so confused. I remember that, and yeah, it looked cool to me, so I wanted to get it, and I've heard it's all right. I heard it's weird and cool, so that's awesome. And the last game is Blood and Truth. This is the game I was talking about. This is I'm pretty sure it's from the guys that made the London Heist, and they made a full-on game, and I never beat it, to be fair. It has the guy from the Resident Evil movies, though. There you go. Well, Resident Evil 1 at least. I think he comes back later, but he's the one that gets diced up into cubes. Anyway. Oh, he was also in Dead Space, wasn't he? Yeah, that's the same guy, right? Yeah, he's also in Dead Space, the original Dead Space, I should say. But anyway, yeah, Colin Salmon or something like that. Colin Salmon or something like that. I remember. Anyway, point is that this game's great. You should definitely get it. I hope they make a PSVR 2 version of this, because I feel like this would only benefit from better just everything, you know, looking better, playing better, you know, better tracking with the hands and stuff. Because this game was cool. I remember I was doing a playthrough. I don't think I ever finished it, but there's a part where you're at a DJ table and you have to defend yourself. But while you're defending yourself, shooting all the bad guys, you can just like scratch the turntables and go waka waka, and it just like murder everybody while you. It was really good. Right there, that makes it one of the best VR games you can get. So there you go. That is all the games. I didn't even count how many games there were, but that's it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I should have a PS5 collection coming next week. I was gonna do that instead, but then I was like, you know what, PSVR is coming out soon. Good timing. PS5 is coming up soon. It's gonna be a long one too, because good fucking lord, I need to slow it down. Anyway, there we go. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Next time. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.